shut her the deeper. Freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key master motion, and ease up. Shut her the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up. Fresh, shut her the deeper. Freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to speak up. Anonymous activity, Bobby B stuff. Jealousy's a key master motion, and ease up. Shut her the freezer. Fresh, guess I was freezed up.
Welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More talk show. I am your host, Miss Ashby, and I have no idea why this thing has a delay like this. It's driving me nuts. It's been doing it for the last couple weeks. I'm gonna have to check something. Oh, it's a little bit better right now. Okay, go ahead. But anyway, y'all know how I do. I always have somebody on here with some flavor that can offer us a good word and a good insight every week. I don't know if this is that. I'm gonna have to get me a nice camera or something. I don't know what's going on with this slow mo. I'm gonna have to get me a something to make my internet moves faster or smoother or something. And something is going on here that I don't like. It's been going on for the last couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to put a tariff on StreamYard and shit like Donald Trump doing, make it move a little quicker. But anyway, welcome to the Ultimate DJ Music Review and More again talk show. I am your host, Miss Taj B. And y'all know I don't like to talk that long. I always try to get to what I'm doing. So I want to welcome the young man Titans of Rap.com, Mr. S Rock, to the stage, hoping that, we can get him to give us some hit a little bit of secrets out there. Y'all welcome.
What's going on?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I was waiting for my picture to pop up.
I was coming. I usually don't talk that long. I just give a brief a brief overview from the
Okay.
beginning. And Esther, you ain't been here yet. Like, all the people's done been here, but you ain't been here yet. So welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been here. I only viewed, a time or two when you sent me the links. I checked it out, but I haven't
Yeah.
been in there.
Well, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are and what you do.
I go by the name S Rock, representing Brooklyn, Rockview Entertainment. I'm an independent artist, entrepreneur overall. So I produce, edit content videos. I DJ sometimes, manage, just overall business. That's just what I do. Overall entrepreneur, independent.
That's I was about to say challenge. You said DJ out challenge.
Yeah, no, I don't look. I don't DJ like I'm a DJ. I know how to do it. I grew up wanting to do it,
Yeah,
but when I was younger, I couldn't really get used to the vinyls and stuff like that when I was a little kid. And
yeah,
then eventually, as time progressed, I was like, I know how to do it, so I just do it for fun. And
yeah.
then a couple of people just want me to DJ for like little shows and stuff like that. So I make it a thing, but I don't blast it because that's not like my main thing that I do.
Yeah.
I don't go around saying I'm a DJ. I just something that I do.
Yeah. Well, I was a DJ for the younger part of my life, you know what I mean? And so I came to be some different things as I went on in life. But I
Hmm.
still DJ. I still got a controller over here right to the side of me. Over
I know
here.
that's right. I know that's right.
And I keep my turntables in my hand so wherever I go, I can get it on. All you gotta do is plug in with me. I could DJ from the table in the back there.
I know that's right.
You feel me? So
Hmm.
S Rock, what I do is I ask 5 questions to kind of break the ice. Um, and they're usually tailored to the individual that I'm speaking with. And so what you want to do? You want to answer some questions?
Yeah, I'm here to answer. It's an interview, so let's get the interview going.
Okay, let's get it. Uh, let's see. Artist integrity versus commercial success. Underground hip hop is often praised for its authenticity, but financial success, um, I'm sorry, financial success can require compromises. How do you navigate the balance between staying true to your artistry and reaching a wider audience?
For me, it's all about staying true to me. Um, it's not really more about the wider audience, it's about the right audience.
Yeah,
So if I'm not famous with like a million fans and all of that, but I'm able to have a few hundred, a few thousand that buy into my product and my brand that I push, and I'm creating an income for that.
yeah,
I'm successful, financially successful. So I stay true to me, because if I stay true to me, no matter how long I do it and who come across me, they don't have to worry about who they're gonna get. It's
yeah.
me. This is what it is. And I've been doing it independent and making it my main source of income since 2014. So this is not something that I'm new at. And I'm not famous. I don't have the hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers, but handling business and pushing your brand and staying true to you is how I've been able to do that for over 10 years now.
That's hot because I can relate. Because it's about being good at what you do.
Yeah.
And being
And
able to
not only
maintain.
good, like what you asking the question, you gotta be true to yourself
Yeah,
and what you do. And I think that's the most important thing. Like being good is one thing, because being good is a matter of opinion. I feel like anybody can say something is good, but the same thing you say is good, somebody might say is bad. So
yeah,
if you stay true to you and do you, somebody will take to it. Now, facts are facts. And just because a matter of being good is opinion, there is some fact to what's good and what's bad. So, you can't just be out here throwing trash out there and calling it good, but you know what I mean, have the basics going and be true to
absolutely.
you, and you'll be all right if you just stick true.
All right, that's all right. I appreciate that. Lyricism and storytelling. Many underground artists emphasize lyricism over mainstream appeal. How do you approach crafting your style and your audience, um, to both intricate and relatable without losing the depth?
Well, for me, it's all about the feeling and about the vibe. Cause like I do music, and I happen to rap. That's the form. Cause if I knew how to sing, then I'd be a singer. But I know how to rap, right? And my music is more about the vibe. So I don't do music if I don't feel it. If I have to force myself to think about it, I'm not even doing it.
Yeah,
So as far as storytelling and lyrics, you can't tell a story without being a lyricist, because you have to use words. When if you're a lyricist, the root word is a lyric. You have to use words to make those, make that happen. So those go hand in hand, a lyricist and a storyteller. And as far as being mainstream, that's more so about the sound and the appeal. Like if you got a good beat and a catchy hook, right there, you able to go mainstream, because mainstream is just that more people know you. But more
y-
people know you when they start singing that hook and chanting, and it becomes a thing, right? But if you
yeah,
don't have that, that don't mean you can't be just as wide as they are, just on the underground. It's possible. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
more work. You got to do more work, but it is what it is.
yeah. I had a couple partners out there in the underground, when I was in New York. I'm now in Florida, but I had some partners out there, Rob Wright and Urban Threshold. They
Yeah,
used to run. They used to run the underground hip hop music awards out there for a minute.
yeah. I remember.
And
I'm very familiar with Urban Threshold. Purchased his book
yeah,
too.
yeah, Urban and Rob is fly. I still
Yeah.
keep in contact with Rob over Facebook, but haven't talked to Urban in a long time. What up,
Okay.
James? You got somebody out there hollering out what up.
Appreciate them.
Yeah. So hip hop, as a tool for change. Hip hop has historically been a voice for the unheard. Do you believe underground artists have a responsibility to address social and political issues? I'm gonna get into that. This is a two part
I
question.
think they do, but they're not responsible to do it in their art. So
Yeah,
even like we all responsible for it, even if it's just to speak to our kids and our youth, we all responsible for it, right? We all
yeah,
have a voice, and we have to use our voice. We don't, if we're not supposed to use our voice, then we would be mute. We wouldn't be able to talk. So we
yeah,
have a voice. You have to use that voice. And if you are able to make songs and push a narrative of something like partying or something that might be negative or derogatory, then yes, it is your duty to do the other side of the coin that might be saying something positive, whether it be positive politically or positive spiritually, whatever. Because you can't just give one side of everything and then act like that's the whole thing. If you're gonna talk, talk. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. So I think it is a responsibility, but it's not 100% responsible for them to put it in their music. Like if they put the other stuff in the music, they might want to go and let's say they do interviews or they do shows or they have other ways of using their voice without putting it in their song, but they should speak on it. If
Yeah.
they're going to do one side, they should do the other side.
The reason why I pose that question is because of all the backlash from Nelly and Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was looking down, they talking about we boycotting Snoop, and I said I ain't boycotting Snoop. What the fuck?
Well, I agree with you because I feel like everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah,
If they went to go do what they did for business, we don't
that's
know
what
their
I'm
personal.
saying. There you go.
We don't know their personal business. We don't know if they needed the money. We know what we see on the outside, but we don't know what's really
Yeah,
going on. They might have needed some money,
yeah,
and
because
then at
I
the
look
same
at it the
time,
same way. It's business is business. You know?
right? And it's not saying that they go along with whatever other people disagree with, but at the same time, I could understand how people can look at it that way. But it's also not. I'm not boycotting something that I like because of a choice you made personally. Like that's what you chose to do. You chose to go make your money. It's not like you did anything negative to me for me to boycott you. You didn't do
Absolutely.
nothing negative to society for me to boycott you because you went to go handle business.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense. So if they shouldn't do that, then people shouldn't like work. People shouldn't use Twitter. If you feel that kind of way about them, don't use Twitter or X because Elon Musk run with old boy. You know what I mean? Like if
absolutely,
you can't be mad at them, but then use the platform that they provide, and then so you're being a hypocrite. Let them handle their
absolutely.
business. If it's not
Yeah,
bothering you, let them handle their business.
yeah. I had cussed everybody out on my last stream last week. I took a week off from interviewing just so I could tell everybody cut that shit out because like don't try to make me follow you and what you doing because had it been business according to me, I'd have probably went and did the business too. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Because business is business for me. It's not personal. You understand? And so that was like a part of the second part of that question, or is music simply a form of personal expression?
I mean, well, it depends on the artist. Like
Yeah,
me, I'm an artist that my music is personal expression because like I said, all my music is come from the heart. It's not I don't think about it. So if I have to sit there and think about the song that I'm making, I don't make the song because it don't feel right.
yeah,
So
don't
that's me.
flow.
So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna that's why I'm able to tell you with the first question about the integrity and stuff. Mine come from the heart. It's
yeah,
not like, oh, let's just throw the words together. I'm a rapper, rapidy rap. No, this is my thoughts, how I'm feeling. So I put it in the music form, but I just so happen to know how to rap. That's why I'm rapping. If it was singing, I would go sing, like I said before. But when people want to put their personal feelings, when they say I'm gonna boycott such and such because they went to go perform them, right? They went to
yeah,
perform at the thing with Trump. All right, they went to perform and handle their business, but were you supporting them before they did it? What are you really boycotting? Did you support them before they did it? Because if you didn't buy anything recently or help their business recently, what are you really boycotting? You was already boycotting. You wasn't supporting. So what are you talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
You
It's
know?
it's real sad to watch S Rock. Like everything has gotten so off key when it comes to us in hip hop. Like that's not what hip hop was for. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like hip hop was brought into a whole different way. It was our way of expressing and getting on and getting out with things we had going on within the hood, and the same goes for DJing and the same goes for um uh setting up shows and different stuff. These were our let out areas. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't the way that they're trying to take this thing to where we fighting with each other over stuff that we really not in control of anyway.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like these people have a way of doing what they gonna do and they gonna do what they gonna do regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And so our area of doing this thing, and that's why I'm glad that you are in the underground because our way of doing this thing is going to be so much more dynamic because of this that's taking place.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have a lot more relevance in the underground because of everything that's taking place. Because on the up and up, there ain't no money on the up and up, but on the underground, it's a lot of dollars though.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, you know, stemming from the previous question. So I wanted to add some more and then go into that one. But I do feel like being that these public figures that they talking about, like the Nelly and the Snoop, talking about boycott them and all of that. Now I do feel like if you're a public figure and you put your life on display, we see Nelly back with Ashanti. They don't had a baby. They getting mad. You showing us all that, right? So now
Yeah,
if you go and do the performance with Trump and people don't like it, it kind of is your responsibility to go say your point of view because hip hop we speak out.
yeah,
So go say your point. Go say why you did it because you show everything else in your life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you're not going to show thing B, then don't show thing A.
yeah,
If you want to be just the artist, be just the artist. But if you're going to let people into your life, into the way you think as a person, and you go do something that might be opposite of your character, then it's kind of your job to go explain what you really meant behind going to do that
yeah,
because you put the other part out there.
yeah,
And as far as
yeah.
the underground goes, I feel like we do have this sense of community in the underground. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Because it's like we can go and touch each other. We can go and make money with each other. We can go support each other without it being anything in a way. It's more direct. The same way me and you on this interview, you hit me direct. It wasn't no go find this person to hit me up and all. No, you hit me up. I said, all right, well, what's the deal? Let's go. Let's do it. Let's talk. And that's how it happened.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
on that level, you can't do that. And I understand there's more people in the way, but I feel like by us not having that many people in the way, we do have a stronger voice if we use it the right way.
yeah. The networking possibilities are actually better when it's underground. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because there's no hype. You get what
yeah,
I'm
you get
saying?
what you
There's
get. It's straight raw.
Yeah, there's no fantasy, situation going on. So I'm glad that you did come through. And also speaking of Ashanti and Nelly, we want to send a prayer out to Irv Gotti, who was actually in
Oh
the
yeah, I saw that today.
hospital. Yeah, yeah, Irv is in the hospital and he's suffering. He had another stroke, and
Yeah,
he's not well. So we send out a get well to Irv Gotti out there in the world.
yeah, you don't
Um,
see nobody like that.
Evolution of sound with the rapid evolution of hip hop right now, with production and also technology. How do you adapt without compromising the raw?
Well, again, it's about for me, it's to go back to the first thing. It's about the vibe. So
Yeah,
even though the sounds change throughout time, we know that the young ears are different from the ears from their predecessors, and then their ears are different from those So it's gonna change with the sound, with the technology.
yeah,
But one thing that's undeniable is a vibe. You might not like a sound, like let's say for example, I'm not a big fan of drill too much, but when I listen to drill, if it feels good, it feels good. It's undeniable. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Same way when you hear other genres of music, whether it be rock, whether it be R&B, pop, Latin music, you name it. If it feels good, it's gonna work. And
yeah,
when it comes to sound, I think sound is more so of a thinking thing. Like, oh, does this sound good for now? What do you think?
yeah,
It ain't what do you think, it's what do you feel. This is music. Music is from the soul. So I don't pay attention to what's today's sound. I hear it. I don't let it play a part in how I make music. When I do make music, it's like whatever I feel that I need to be doing, I'm doing it because I'm independent. I have nobody telling me which way to go. And then those who do follow and support me, when I'm making these movements, they understand like, okay, well, this is his sound anyway. Like the sound that you heard when I was promoting President of the Underground, right?
yeah,
That artist asked me to get on that song. I produced the whole project for him, but he asked me to get on that song specifically because he said when he heard it, it reminded him of one of my other songs, and he wanted to do like a merger of that song and one of 50 Cent songs and make it into one. And he felt that my sound was perfect for the sound on that track. So then I said,
yeah,
all right, let's do it. I'll jump on it. We figure it out. Let's map out the song, and I laid it out for him, and then we did that. But he had other songs on this project that wasn't my sound. He didn't ask me to get on those. It's like, it didn't feel right for me anyway.
yeah. That song is fly though. I don't know what the name of that song is.
Oh, that's straight to the bank. Straight to the bank.
Yeah, that song is fly. Is all outdoors. I heard I was in
Thank
here
you.
jamming, and I'm a
Thank you.
person that know music. You get what I'm saying? Like I know all the ins and outs of music. You get what I'm saying? Like I hear this stuff because of me being a DJ for so
Yeah.
long. I know the ins and outs. I can hear everything in and out of the beat. You
Thank
get what
you.
I'm saying? So yeah, when I listen to it, I like, yo, this is hot. Y'all need to push this. Like this is fly.
Thank you. That literally just dropped on the 24th, so about a week and a half ago. So
Yeah.
that was Infamous Ty is his name. The project is called The Warm Up 4. I executive produced it, but that particular song, Straight to the Bank, I'm featured on it as an artist on it.
Okay, the infamous tie. Where can they find it at?
That's on all the platforms, like all the DSPs. That's where he chose to put it on.
Yeah,
They on
name
all the
them.
DSPs. Is called his name is Infamous Ty. The project is called The Warm Up Part 4,
Okay.
and I executive produced the whole thing.
On all platforms.
Yeah, it's on all platforms.
Okay, good, good. So that people can get out and check it out. Cause that song is fly. I might actually go and check that one out and download it. Make sure I can push it a little bit. Cause I always try to push whatever artist is coming up, like I like the next artist, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
I'm
DJing is about.
always, yeah, I'm real powerful, and I'm not that DJ like everybody else. Like there are those DJs that just do, they all got the same set.
Hmm.
You feel me? Like if you
Yeah,
go to a party, everybody got the same set.
yeah, I don't like that.
But I don't do that. When you see me promote music, I'm usually, if I have anything, I have something old school with the new school, like the right now.
Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't just blend the new school with the new school or the old school with the old school. I bring it from old school to right now, right now. You
You
get what
gotta
I'm
take him on
saying?
that. You gotta take him on that roller coaster. You know.
Yeah. No, I we ain't going on no damn roller coaster. This is a straight shot. We going
Oh, I hear that.
This is a straight ride right on to the spot. Like, nah, we going right over here to the cut right here where they at.
Ain't
Like,
nothing wrong with that.
we
But
going
that's what
right
it's
where they
about, though.
at.
I mean, that's what DJing is,
Yeah.
though. The DJ is the bridge to the artist that's unknown to the people. Like, a lot of artists don't respect the DJs the way they used to, but they
Yeah.
need to because the DJ is the outlet. The DJ is how you want to get your music to the people. If you're not a DJ, who's gonna play the music for the people for you when you're not around? The DJ.
Yeah.
You
And
know, so
I'm one of those DJs that, I introduced the new songs. Cause like I said, I have an ear for music. I was in A&R for a long time. And I worked in artist development. That was my specialty, is being able to develop the artists into what they need to be going out into the world, right? But what happens is that because I have that ear for music, I'm gonna pick the the hit out of the
mhm,
whole album. I'm gonna tell you how to line that album up. Like, Don, start with this one. Start with this one. You get what I'm
mhm,
saying? Start with
yeah,
this one. This one is fly. And so over the years, I've watched so many people, um, and it's never been about money for me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do things for the money of it, but I've been in it for the art of it for the most of my life. You get what I'm saying? And
yeah,
because of the art of it, I've been able to pick out some really strong artists going along. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's why I said to you when I was telling you before, I was like, yo, this other joint right here is fly. Like this joint is fly. Start right here, you
mhm,
know, and push that one, Um, legacy and longevity. In an era where music consumption is fast paced and fleeting, what steps do you take to ensure your music remains timeless and leaves a lasting impact on hip hop culture?
well, the timeless part, I don't date my
Yeah,
music. I don't date it. So
yeah.
in my music, unless there's a reason, I'm never gonna put like
What you mean
the
you dated?
year
You ain't
inside
fall in
the.
love with it or something? I was saying you ain't holding hands with it. What you talking about?
No, I mean like if we in a song and whatever the topic of the song is, I'm writing the lyrics down. I'm never gonna write something that has a date in it or with
Yeah,
a year, so you can never tell when I made it,
yeah,
unless I specifically put that in there for the purpose of the story in which I'm writing about. And then
Yeah.
as far as legacy goes, I want my legacy to be me, true to me. So if you listen to my music, everything that I write about is facts. So if you know me and you hear my music, like, okay, I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And then if you're not a fan of, I mean, if you don't know me personally, but you just hear my music, you can be like, huh, that sounds like it's real. Was that real? And then so that lets me know that my music, it has a real effect to people. Whereas like, now this is legit real. So my legacy would be like, yo, he's just him. He's a real artist. He's a real person. The way you get them is how you get them. You know, it is what it is, and that's what I feel like the legacy for me is, because I don't waver from that. I'm me. You see S Rock today, the same as you see him tomorrow. There's nothing in between, no fluff.
Wait, 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 wait. Wait. You see my little smirk. You don't mind me because I get these little silly smirks and shit going on. Ezra. You said what I write about, it really happened. I was over here. The first thing that hit my head was like, oh shit, not Bobby Smurder.
Oh no, not that, not that, not that, not that.
I was over here like, oh Lord.
No, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. But see, I don't even in my music, I don't even put stuff like that in my music anyway.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So if people dig into it, I'm just speaking from the heart. Like I said, I don't think about it. I write what I feel. So when I write what I feel, it's like, all right. But I also have a mind to say, okay, you still gotta make sure you can put this in front of your elders. You gotta make sure you
abs-
be able to put this in front of younger people.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you can't go too far left or too far right. Still be you, but understand there are still guidelines in which you can navigate. So there's songs that I have where I'm not cursing at all. There's songs where it's storytelling. There's songs about the life. There's songs where it's like, wait, you really said that? Yeah, I said it because this is
Yeah,
what happened. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And some people take offense to it, some people don't. But me, it's just I'm just being real to me. So nobody really make it a thing where they taking it too personal, because whatever I speak about on a song, I done said it out loud to the person anyway, or in a
yeah,
situation or
yeah,
whatever. It is what it is. It's just my thoughts coming out because I grew up where if I didn't have anybody to talk to, I just write the stuff down. So that was like my release, to just write.
yeah,
Just I'm always writing, whether I'm right. Like when I wrote the motivational quote book, right? I have it on
yeah,
my website, rockviewent.com. It's called Moments of Motivation. It's a motivational quote book because I felt like during the pandemic time, we needed some motivation to do something. Like
yeah,
we all up in the house, we can't do anything. So I wrote a motivational quote book. I couldn't go do shows. You know what I mean? So I felt in my heart that I needed to write down what motivates me and
yeah,
the quotes that I did. So I did that about what 4 or 5 years ago, whenever the pandemic was. That's just something that I did. I wrote my thoughts down. You know what I
yeah,
mean? When I write my music, I'm just writing my thoughts down. That's all it is. Just whatever I feel, it's in my head. But once I gotta start thinking about it, then I stop.
yeah, yeah. Believe it or not, during that COVID episode, I'm the DJ that challenged everybody to get up and DJ. That was
Oh,
me.
okay,
That started that trend.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how most people they don't know it's me because I'm always behind the screen or something. I'm never like right up close and personal in your face because I don't like people all around me and stuff.
Right,
And I don't like to walk outside and people be touching on me and talking to me and shit too much. You get
right.
what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
I'm the person that began all that whole battle when the COVID started. I'm the one that got all the DJs up to DJ because my philosophy with that was we do this anyway. This is what we do anyway.
mm-hmm.
So this is like practice for us.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? And you actually saying that you write everything down. If it come to mind, you ain't have nothing to do. You wrote it. That's what hip hop always was anyway.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It was poetry first. It was rhythm and poetry. You get what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So anything that we wrote down, we was able to kick it to a little sound with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's how what sprung hip hop out of nothing. So that from the heart thing that you're actually talking about is what it's all about.
yeah,
A lot of
hundred
people, like
percent.
I said, when I said to you, I don't, I've never really done it for the money, because it's always been in my soul. It's always been within my body, within my being, within my mind. like I'm born from a musician.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And I usually make the fellas laugh when I say I fell out the nuts like this. You you get what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
see it made you laugh too, but you understood that, right?
Yeah, but I definitely understand that though. Yeah.
Yeah, I fell right out like this, like with the beat right on me, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I it's an internal thing.
Yeah,
Like
it
a
is.
lot of people don't realize that it's an internal thing. It's not on you, it's in you. And a lot
Yep.
of times, what you see happening right now is people trying to put it on
You
instead
can't
of
put
it
it
being
on.
in. Yeah, yeah, but they be trying though. You see them all out here trying.
Yeah, you can't put it on with like anything. I feel like this. Anything that you put on can be taken off.
Yeah.
But if it's made with it in the core, it ain't going nowhere
Wait. Here
because
I
it's
go.
made within it. But if you put
Here
it
I
on
go.
top of it, it can be taken off.
I'm gonna I'm gonna grab my red cup before I say this because it probably ain't minor.
Oh Lord, we
You hear
not we
me,
not
Tom?
we not going down that route.
I'm gonna be messy a little bit.
It's all good.
You
It's
get
all
what I'm
good to me.
saying?
Yeah, but
You
that's
know,
but
but
that's
no,
that's how I feel about it though. Anything that you can put on, you can take off. But if it's
yeah,
in there,
that's why everybody a little bit mad over there on that side over there because one is put on and one is internal. You get what I'm
right,
saying?
right, and
So
and
when
anything you put on, like I said, if the wind blow hard enough, it's gonna get off. And that
yeah,
and that wind blew in that other direction, and you see what's going on. It's
yeah,
quiet for them right now because the
yeah,
wind blew hard enough.
yeah, that's Chicago wind blew.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That Windy City wind blew and blew
Hmm.
'em, over there with bullet holes and smoke coming out of the back. I was like, what the hell? Like, man, stop. I was like, yo, did you see
Yeah.
that? I was like, what in the world, bro? Like, come
And
on,
that's what
man.
happens
Like, take,
when you try to put stuff on.
yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, Um,
Yeah. That's what happens when you try to put stuff on that you shouldn't put on.
yeah. A lot of people don't know how to move with purpose, and genuinely
Hmm.
move with purpose. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a purpose for me doing this show, and I tell people that all the time is because there are some people who I feel like need to be seen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, they would never be seen um by the if it wasn't for the underground. Like, the underground pushed this type of uh um artists into the world. You
Hmm.
understand? And the underground, I feel like, have the better rappers because they're not commercial rappers. You
But
understand what I'm saying?
I think the underground has better rappers and better. Hmm. I gotta put it. It's better talent overall in the underground.
Yeah,
And the reason why I say that is because they have more time to focus on being the artist that's true to themselves. Once you cross that certain barrier, now you got certain obligations that you have to fill for the other
absolutely.
side.
The
And
commercial,
yeah,
absolutely.
once you got to fulfill those obligations, you lose some of that integrity, you lose some of that hunger, you lose. And the ones who don't, they have a harder time on that commercial side of things. They can still be successful in commercial when they stay true to themselves, but it's not as it's harder. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's a
yeah,
harder road to travel, but it come with the territory of would you on this side or you on this side? This side is the underground. Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
harder to get the success that you want from over there, but you can be true to yourself. Most people don't want to take the long road. They want to like, yo, I gotta go get it now. Let me go.
yeah,
All right, but you
yeah,
go over there, you're gonna lose the essence from over here. Just know
yeah.
that. And if you don't lose it, you're gonna have even a harder time while you're over there.
See,
So
because when I look at it like wholeheartedly, when I look at them, crossing over into the mainstream and not in the underground, what I see them doing is having to pacify the white folks after they get over there.
yeah, I
And
mean,
what and folks like to hear instead of what the hip hop people like to hear.
yeah,
Like, I had Mashika on here a week or two ago, and she's a part of the Rock Boys, Fly Tie and
yeah, I know them.
MU,
Okay.
yeah. And she was saying And she's not the first woman artist that have said it to me, because Essence also said it to me from the Evening Rush, from Don and them.
Yeah,
Essence has said to me, I find myself having to dumb myself down, and I keep telling them, don't do that,
yeah,
because as soon as you dumb yourself down, they're gonna have you spreading your legs too.
yeah. Once you dumb yourself down, they got you.
Yeah, they're gonna have you up there, twatting out and spreading your legs like Sexy Red and them, which I'm quite certain that when they went into it, that wasn't their plan.
Right.
You,
And
you
then
get,
once you're there, you got to play ball now to the
yeah,
best of your ability. And if you don't know how to
yeah,
play ball, you're gonna fall victim to whatever the system is over there.
yeah, yeah. So I find a lot of times with the women artists, that I have to tell them, don't, no, don't dumb yourself down, because hip hop is changing around, and it's not gonna
Everything comes
be,
full circle.
yeah, it's not gonna be that in a minute. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And if you dumb yourself down to become what it is right now, when it fade out, you gonna fade out too. Like I don't want you to fade out. I want you to be able to stand strong in this game.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why I kept pushing Dochi, and nobody could understand why did I keep pushing Dochi. And I kept saying, because she wasn't selling out. She was coming with lyric after lyric after lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, she had her own style, her own flavor. Um, she did that one song, man. And let me look it up, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. But she did that one song that was just crazy to me. It was like crazy. I was like, man, this is awesome. And everybody kept looking at me like, what you mean? Like, who is this girl you keep trying to push? And I'm like, Dochi. I'm like, y'all gotta know Dochi. Like, she is fly as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me look it up. I'm gonna get it to you right now in one hot second. But and the reason why I kept pushing her like that was because of her dynamicism. She was dynamic. Like she had a whole different thing. She had a whole different thing going on with her. And every time I look at her, I was like, this little girl gonna be somebody.
And fast forward.
This little girl won the Emmy, won a Grammy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know how proud I was. I just sat back and cried, because I've always been able to pick a winner from a little kid. Like when Tom's Diner came out, Mr. Magic used to do a show when I was young, and he used to have like people come down, and he would have a panel of people pick out songs, right? And they were gonna put Tom's Diner on the burn. I picked Tom's Diner out, like, no, this is fly. Like, this is fly. Like I like Forever Beats.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said you have the you don't put a date on it, I knew what you were saying. Because you saying timeless. You know,
Yeah.
I understood exactly what you were saying. I was just being a little bit uh cheeky.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Talking about you
It's
ain't
all,
dating them.
it's
you
all
ain't
good.
who you ain't gonna hit the beat off. But she had I'm sorry, this is sorry, Rock.
Nah,
But
that's
she
all
had a
right.
song called Pacer.
Okay.
And when Pacer came out and I heard that beat, I was like, this is a forever joint. I like, nobody can hear this girl. Like, somebody need to see this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And from the time that I met her at the Revolt Fest, I kept saying, from that first day, I told her, I'll help you. Like, I'll help you. Like, I got some hands and feet here and there. I'll push you. You get what I'm saying? Because I
Mm-hmm.
seen something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
seen
And
something. I just,
that's rare that people be genuine like that. They like so yo, I help you out because
y-
it's more like I help you if you got a bag. It's not too much of the genuine help. You know what I mean? I'm all for making your money. If I help you for the bag, cool. But it's a way you go about doing it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? If you go to somebody and say I help you out or whatever like that, because you see where you can help them at, that means you see if you can see where you can help them, you see where they lacking at.
absolutely. And and
And
and
most people look at it like I see where I can help you at, so I see where I can take advantage of you at.
yeah,
That's what
no.
it's the different mindset.
Yeah, it's none of that for me. I when I see it start, like I heard that first couple beats, that da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
It caught my attention. I was like, what's that? You get
Right.
what I'm saying? Like that was a song that they gave me to check out. You understand what I'm saying? Because they had the different records that they would pass around, and they gave me this song to promote, or to approve. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And when I heard it go boom, 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 I was like, ooh, this is why. Because I'm a DJ. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm a hero. I was like, ooh. I was like, yo, this is fly. This is fly.
Yeah.
And so they picked it up. And look how long now Tom Diner has been rocking.
Right. Right. But that's
You understand?
when you know it, you know it. I mean, if you have that ear, you have that feeling, and you just know you truly what you do in yourself. What's undeniable is undeniable.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this little girl need to be. That's why I said to you when I heard that song from the from your joint, I was like, oh, this is fly. I was like, this what they need to push this right here. This is fly. You know?
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, yeah, this is something that y'all need to, push that for real, because that's fly.
Yeah.
Like I have that. I'm gonna hear it different. You understand? The
Well, for
same
one,
way I
you're
was.
like you're a DJ, so
Yeah.
DJ is gonna hear something anyway.
When I seen Damani, when I met little Damani, there was a song that he made called Paris, and he thought I was joking. I said, bro, you the last song in my blend catalog. And the song is from, it was years before that. But he was, I didn't even know I was gonna run into him. But I said to him, "You the last song that I made a blend to."
Mm.
And he thought I was playing until I played it back to him and his producer. He was like, "Oh shoot, you really do know my song." I was like, "Yeah," because I couldn't remember to sing it to him. All I could say, "Last night I was dreaming Paris," and I woke, because I'm trying to remember the words while I'm talking to him. And so now he looking at me like maybe she playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I played it for him right out of my phone, like, "Nah, bro, you my last blend."
Nice. Nice.
And I played it for him. He was looking at me like, "Oh shoot, you really do know my music." I like, "Yeah, I think you'd bomb." And then I had said to him, "Listen to me, little brother." I said, "I know that it's hard for you to walk in the shoes of your father because you're not your father.
Mm-hmm.
Your style is nothing like your father." I said, "But what I need for you to do, listen to me, listen to me." I said, "I need for you, in order to be introduced into the world, I need for you to go and make a song with your father so they can see the difference." And he did it. I was so proud of him. I was like, "Go ahead, Damani, you listening?" I was like, "See, I love when an artist can listen." You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
Because I'm gonna show
a
you.
lot of
I'm gonna
artists be
show you
tough.
how to dodge. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you how to bob
Yeah.
and weave real
Yeah.
quick. And then I said to him later on, "Give me something that I can send to the DJs. Give me a song that I can send to the DJs." And then he had um, "Shake It Off."
Okay.
And I put something to it that was so fly that when I sent it to all the DJs, they couldn't help but pick it up. You get what I'm saying? Because he had that "Move out my goddamn way." I like, see this, like, there you go, little bro. I
But you
like, there you
see,
go.
but that goes back to what we said earlier with the DJs. The key to the artist, like the artist got to respect the DJs more because the DJs have a different ear. Now you're a DJ, you heard what you heard, right? Give me
Yeah,
something. Then you send it to other DJs. They rocking with now. A DJ gonna respect the ear of another DJ that they respect already. So
absolutely.
that see if the artist didn't respect you as the DJ and give you that record, who knows what would have not happened with that little sector of DJ that you sent it to
Yeah,
because it came from a cosign. Oh, we know her. She sent us this record. Let's check it out.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I tell everybody that, all artists, that you want to respect your DJ of all the people, because the DJ gonna make or break you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really the job of the DJ, is to make you or break you. We either gonna make you or we gonna break you. Like, nah, that's whack.
Yep.
But if there's a chance that I can make it hype and send it out there, you understand? Like, I'm gonna hype this up in my own little way, and I'm gonna add something to it. that I think will carry it further, watch it go. Like
Yeah.
watch it go. And
Yeah.
a lot of people, like for me, my span with the DJs is about 40,000 DJs. I'm so bold and so confident in how I do things that I challenged the entire world about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I battle all y'all right now. Let's get it. So when you hear everybody hollering, let's get it, that come from me. That was my battle. It was my battle. Let's get it. Come on with it.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
now you hear all the DJs screaming out, let's get it. And I appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
appreciate it because I was bold enough where I'm gonna jump out there. Like, I hadn't been in the eye shot of people for a long time. I was a real young girl DJ. Like
Hmm.
only body out was me and Jazzy Joyce back then.
Okay.
Get what I'm saying? And so we was there before Spin was there. You feel me? And
Yeah, that was a
so
while.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So even in the midst of everything, I raised my children, but I was still DJing the whole time, and nobody ever really realized that I was still DJing the whole time behind the
Hmm.
scenes. Like I kept my skills up the whole time. You feel me? And
Yeah.
so when I jumped out there on them, I battled the whole world. Let's get it. And the reason was to bring back the skills because I believe that each one teach one.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like to
Yeah.
bring back what hip hop is about. You get what I'm saying? Like let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
And so this is why I even made this channel was because there are so many people out there that I know that's like me, that's in the underground, that's on the low, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, but able to do some magnificent things. And so I try to reach out and touch those that I know can go this way and that way.
Yeah. And
You
that's
understand? And
appreciated.
so that was my reason for contacting you, S Rock. And because I know from watching your movement, I like, okay, he can flow, he can go this way, he can go that way, like he can flow. He's able to take something out of nothing and make it a great thing.
Right. I appreciate that. And you hitting me up at the time frame that you did. Like I was in executive producer mode. Like I said, I was producing that project that you heard me on because he
Yeah,
asked me to get on the phone, but I'm in that mode. You know what I mean? I'm reaching out and branching in other endeavors and things like that because I do so much. But when you say that and you give me the link, I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I see what you do. Remember, I didn't agree right away to do the interview. I was like, all right,
yeah,
let me get the link. Let me go check this out. Let me see what's up. Who this? I don't know. All right, cool. Did my due diligence just like you did before you hit me. And I'm like, ah, yeah, we can do that. Let's go.
yeah,
That's
because
it.
I'm like, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, because I've not been turned down by anyone really yet. You understand what I'm saying? Once they recognize and realize what it is that I do here, most people always come through. Like I have
Hmm.
like Fly Tie and them from MU, and I've been called their names wrong.
Yeah.
I'm
Now
always
Fly Tie's a
calling,
homie though. Fly
yeah,
Tie's cool peoples.
I'm always calling somebody name wrong. I done called Rud 3.
Oh man.
Yeah, I done call Trey Say said Tree
But you
Seven
seem like you
Ave.
come from that era though. That era of like I might mess your name up, but you know I know who you are. You, I'm talking
Yeah,
to you. Like,
yeah, you.
yeah,
So
I know that era.
it's been some wonderful interviews coming through. Like Paris Smith, he just uh um he just launched his wine Paradu, and his song as well. And I was telling somebody about how long he and I have been friends. He's formerly of Backstreet and As Yet and Levert too, and you get what I'm saying? Like Emmy Award winning singer.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But we've been friends for so long, right? That S Rock, that I was telling somebody how I be walking to the store and shit. I be arguing with him on the phone. He like, no, I don't want to do it like that. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. You know, until he listened to what I'm saying and change it up, and then the song be like, wow, you know, that's the type of relationship that I have around the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you know when they listen to what I do, they understand. Oh no, she know what she doing. Like you know, when I'm in the studio with people, it take them a minute because you know a lot of
Yeah.
people don't hear women, but they, you know I'll be sitting back somewhere just you know in my own zone. And,
You
you know,
what you said earlier, what you said just now matches what we said earlier. When I said the whole thing about things going full circle 360, right? Now
yeah,
you said a lot of people haven't turned. Well, I don't know. I'm not saying I know a whole lot of people, but I ain't been turned down, right?
yeah,
That segment of what you said, right? Now you also said you know these people, you staying true to you, who you are with those people, and even if you help them that little bit, it takes them wherever they're gonna go, right? So when I
absolutely,
said the thing about the underground, you might not have that big wide audience, but if you stay true to you, it's gonna work.
absolutely,
It's gonna work. And then by you doing what, let's say out of a pool of 100 people, you only know 5 people. We talking about a pool, not the millions. We talking about 100 people. You know
yeah,
5, but you so true to that to them 5, and those 5 might know 70 of the other 100. But because
yeah,
you so true to them, and they take your word, now they taking whatever you giving them and push it to them other 70. Now that's 76 of y'all. There's only 24 left out of the 100. That
yeah,
means you know about the
absolutely,
majority just because you're moving right and true within yourself. So that's why I said the thing about the underground artists staying true to them. Just run your course. If
yeah,
stay true to you, it's gonna work.
yeah.
It might take
I'm
longer,
yeah.
but
It's it
prove that point.
and it don't take that much longer. You get what I'm saying? Like it don't take that much longer. That's what people don't understand. Like you're able. It's like fluid. You're able to move like fluid even amongst the 76.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like even if it's not the millions and millions, you still able to move. Like I said to you, do you know dot demo? And then I
Mhm.
said to you afterward, I'm gonna send you a link to him so then you can check it out. Then you'll understand. You'll be like,
Right.
oh, this dude, right? Like this dude fly, because there's so many people that be right around us a lot of times. You get what I'm saying? I'm all the
And
way
we
in
don't know.
Florida, but I know them people up there by you.
Right. Now, meanwhile, when I check them out, like we do events, right? We do our own events and everything like that. That's something else that I do: curate events, promote events. So you might send me. He in the Bronx. I might reach out like, yo, do I need to reach out to him directly or what's up? You might, yo, hit him up. Yo, brother, I got to
Yeah,
show up. Such send me. Whoop whoop. You want to get down? Let's talk some business, whatever. Right? That's just
yeah,
because he know you and y'all rapport. You swung it to me, and I'm like, all right, well, that works. So now go back to him. Yo, I got this from over there. What you trying to do? Let's get something done.
yeah,
Let's see
absolutely.
what can we do. And that's all it takes.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like right now, S Rock, what happens is that this is the way we have to move right now, and the current temperature of things is what I'm saying.
I think that has always been that way, but I think it's more severe now because there's so
Yeah,
many there's so many distractions to get people to not move that way.
yeah,
Like before, back in you would know in the 90s and the 80s, uh, when people are moving, especially in the New York area with they sound and that era of people, they moving together as a unit because there wasn't too many options to go.
absolutely,
So you gotta rock with the people who around. Like y'all gotta be that. So now that
absolutely.
there's so many options, people are like I don't gotta rock with them. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there. But like no, you going over there. That's where you get diluted at. You go over there, you're
Yep,
gonna get messed up over there. If
you're
you
gonna
stay
get hurt over
home,
there.
keep that
Yep,
home right, the home front. And then people say which region is not doing good and all the other stuff. It's like the only region that's not really doing good is the Northeast region because we don't stick together. Every
yeah,
other region doing better than we are when it comes to the core. Because when you think about the the masses and you think about the mainstream, the ones who are higher up on the totem pole that we look up to are from the Northeast. Call it what
yeah,
it is. They're from
absolutely,
the Northeast. But
absolutely.
when it comes to the ones who's really moving and making it shape for the people on the ground level, like the underground people, we're in last place up here in the Northeast.
You know what happened though? it, what happened to us in the Northeast was that when the Dirty South came along, everybody tried to do Dirty South. You get what I'm
And you
saying?
know what my thoughts about that? When you say everybody try to do the dirty south, they try to do the dirty south sound. But
Yeah,
what people
yeah,
don't even realize, what dirty south did was what the New York people did. They stuck together.
yeah,
Once New York got divided, it became a problem. It was never about the sound. The sound
yeah,
represents the region and where you're from. It's about the unity. Once New York lost unity, they lost their position.
yeah,
You know, the Dirty
yeah,
South, they have their unity and they still move like that. It ain't about the sound. The sound gonna be popping. It's about the because it's gonna feel good. You go to the West, they stick together and feel good. In the South, the Southeast, the you go up to Central, the drill, all every area stick together with they sound, and it
yeah,
feels like where they from, except New York. Unless you got somebody that has a classic hip hop sound from the Northeast with the boom bap and all of that. But even then,
yeah,
they don't stick together that much. It's a handful that stick together, but they don't really do all the extras like the other regions do.
yeah. I think that's what we missing the most up north is the boom bap.
Yeah,
That's really what's missing the most, because
yeah.
we came with that. You get what I'm saying? And
And then
and
everybody want to be
everybody else
accepted.
ran with it and added on in their own little way. And but we came with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that was the epitome of us. That was how we really did it. You know what I'm saying? But now you see them trying to emulate everybody else. You see the New Yorker trying to be the Florida dogs, and you
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
and it's
Like,
like why? Why you want to
yeah,
emulate? If you want
yeah,
to emulate anything, go emulate their unity. Emulate that.
yeah,
Don't emulate the sound. The
yeah,
sound is they sound. We can't
yeah.
relate to that.
So, but I think that's where the fall off really happened. But I'm here to bring that back, and I always bring it back to us through the way that I blend the music. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, I bring it back to us because the blend come from us in New York.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the blend come from us.
Hmm.
So I bring that back. I bring us back into the forefront with the music.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm gonna take some old country song and shit and put a beat on it and turn it into hip hop.
Right.
You understand? Because
But that's
that's
what
what
hip
we
hop is. It's
did.
about that
Yeah,
feel. It's
yeah,
about that feel, that balance, that swag. It's not about, again, like we said earlier, it's not about what you think and what you should do. It's about what you feel.
yeah,
That's where it comes from. You got to be in you. It can't be on you.
yeah.
So
I know.
that's
I
what we were
well,
saying earlier.
yeah. There ain't no holes in my chest and no smoke coming out my back though.
There we go.
You get what I'm
There we
saying?
go.
Because I'm gonna take that loss genuinely, but I'm coming back fighting because that's what we did. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
We had that fight on the playground, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. We gonna fight every day until I win.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And
Every
that's
day.
what it was with music. Whereas in the Northeast back then, we weren't accepted everywhere with the music, but we stuck together and was like, y'all might not accept it, but y'all gonna hear it, and kept drilling and kept doing it and kept doing it. And it became what you see today of hip hop. And other people took that and ran with the unity that we displayed, but
Yeah,
then we started mimicking other areas' sound and
yeah,
trying to do what they do. And it's like, no, don't do what they're mimicking us with the unity. They might be doing what we do as far as the hip hop and the bounce on, but they're doing it their way. They're not copying that. They was copying the unity. Yo, we gotta stick together. If all the offices is in New York, we gotta do our own thing down here, or we gotta do our own thing in the West, whatever, whatever. All right. And in New York City, oh, what that sound is popping. No, the sound ain't popping. Their unity is popping. They all pushing people together and pushing them upward. That's what's making them win. It ain't the
yeah,
sound of the music, So that's just my thought on it, though.
yeah. We wasn't accepted anywhere really. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had to be exceptional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Our music was exceptional,
Yeah.
and then from us trying to deliver like delivery, deliver like everybody else, if I'm making sense.
Yeah. No. 100%. Making sense.
That's where the fall off and now we playing catch up because you know we don't speak like them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like we gonna say together.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? We not gonna say
Yep.
together. We're gonna say together.
Mm-hmm.
It's up. We have a different type of slang. You understand? So if
Yeah.
we get back to what it is, like you said, being true to ourselves, being true to this game right here, being true to what it really is, then we'll make it through.
Yeah.
It's up to people like you. It's up to people like me. You feel what I'm saying? To keep them trained up
Mm-hmm.
and motivated in the right way. Because
I agree.
the young kids got some stuff to come with. They coming, but it's
Yeah.
just that they don't have nobody to produce to announce it to. They don't have nobody that can help them. You understand? Like there's the arms done spread out in such a way that now they got to go to Los Angeles to get on, or they got to go over here to get on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they don't have that in New York right now, to where there's those type of people that can help them really get on.
Yeah. But and that's to get on a mainstream level. But if you embrace what the underground is, regardless of what because the underground in New York, I'm not sure like when the last time you seen the underground in New York.
Yeah, I've
The
been there in a
underground in New
long
York,
time, bro.
it's been a long time.
Yeah,
So if you think about the underground in New York, think about the mainstream. It's literally like the mainstream underground. It's
yeah,
not a bunch of starving artists or like. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of those, but there's a lot of people saying, "Yo, we can do this.
yeah,
We don't have to wait for them to do it. We can do this.
yeah,
How can I help you? How can you help me?" Now, it's not put on the forefront. You just got to be in the mix to know that that's what's going on. Because
yeah,
a lot of people that you hear talking about it, they're not about it. You got to be in the mix to know, like, oh wait, no, they okay, I get it. You know what I mean? But if you look at the mainstream is more divided than the underground. The underground is unified, but a lot of the people who move in the underground with that type of unity, they like, I don't even want to go to the mainstream. I'm gonna do my thing down here.
yeah, yeah. Because it's better for them as far as merchandising and stuff
Oh yeah.
like that. When you move in the underground, it's better, with merchandising and different stuff. But what another thing that I try to make the artists that come to me and kick it with me about, I try to make them understand to keep great eye contact
Mm-hmm.
when you're performing, when you're doing business, or when you're out about amongst people. Make sure that you have good eye contact with, because people gonna recognize your seriousness according to your eye contact.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Well, I
saying?
say that to people that I just, as a person, as a you speaking to somebody, eye contact. That's one thing I preach, like to my kids and the people that I mentor or like peers. Yo, speak up. Say with your
Yeah,
chest. Don't
yeah,
don't say it under your breath. Speak. Say what it is.
yeah. Because that people recognize the scary on you with that
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Like there, you have to. It goes back to what I said from the beginning, that it has to be purpose led.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So when you introducing yourself, make sure that you letting them know, nah, I'm serious. Because a
Yeah,
person that looking at you and they trying to catch your eye, they're gonna know, no, I'm serious about what I'm saying.
yeah.
Because that's what that means.
I totally agree.
So, S Rock, before we got to get off this thing, tell them where they can find you, what you do, what you're selling, what you got going on. Make sure the people know everywhere to reach you at and locate you so that you can.
All right, so basically, Rockview Entertainment is my company. So I have my website, rockviewent.com. That website will allow you to get all the things that I have going on, whether it be the music, the shows, the podcast channels, the merchandising, the music that I'm putting out for other people, whatever, rockviewent.com. That's
Yeah,
the hub, and it'll get you to all the social medias. If you want to get into S Rock, just what I'm specifically doing, you can go to titanofrap.com. That's everything that I'm doing with the music side of things for S Rock, the artist. So titanofrap.com, and all of the social medias match the websites. And then what I have going on right now, the new endeavor, which the new podcast platform that starts adult gaming, is called Gamble with the Titan. So I have an adult gaming channel, which is basically the casino, online gaming, and the lifestyle of that without needing to have a whole lot of money. You can do it with your everyday budget to do something that you love without breaking the bank. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Where
And
can
if
they
you
find
go
that?
gamblewiththetitan.com,
Okay.
and the social medias match that. TitanRap.com, the social medias match that. RockViewENT.com, social medias match that. But that hub has everything. So remember
Okay.
when we said it's in you, not on you. Everything is in Rockview Entertainment.
Okay, good. So everything can be reached through the Rockview website.
Yeah. So we have the
Um,
merch. I have them right here. ROCKVIEWENT.com. You go there, you can see everything else.
you
And
know,
as far as what's coming up, February 15th, we got the President of the Underground concert that we're doing at the Delancey. So that's a Saturday. It's in New York City. If you're in the area, come on out. The tickets are on sale on rockviewent.com and it's on titanrap.com. If you purchase the top tier ticket, you also get merchandise. You get the shirt, buttons, the ticket, and you come enjoy the experience. It's a whole thing, a whole package that I'm giving up right there. So myself, it's Voice. He's an R&B artist, and Infamous Ty, which is the artist who made the song "Straight to the Bank" that you heard me on earlier.
yeah, Infamous Ty. I had to remember that because I absolutely like that song. Like I was in here jamming. Usually when I rock my intro, everybody be in here
Thank you.
nodding their little head. They be like, "Oh, where you do that intro?" I try to explain to them. No, I had snatched that from an artist called Tavares the Chosen.
No, I appreciate that because I know we're getting ready to get up off this, but uh, that song in particular off that project, it
Yeah,
was one of those tells. Remember you said you was in the studio, do like this. So he had a vision for the song, and he
yeah,
wanted me to be on it. So I was like, okay, well, what's the topic of the song? So he was like, it was one of my songs called Counting Money, mixed with one of 50 Cent songs. He wanted to do a merger and have his own thing, but the beat sounded like me. So he
yeah,
had an idea that he wanted to do with us. I said, no, don't do that hook. Do this type of hook and do this and let me hear what you got. So he did it, and he said he didn't like it. I said, yo, you bugging. I'm like, yo, you bugging.
yeah, yeah,
Do that hook is fine. We're gonna fine tune it. We're gonna do it like this. When we get in the studio, we're gonna lay it out. My verse will be ready. You got yours. We're gonna lay it out like that. So we went to the studio and we doing it. And I'm telling the engineer, I'm like, do this on the vocals, do this. I'm producing the whole thing. And after he come out the booth and he hearing the mix, he was like, yo, I didn't like it when I wrote it, but I kind of like it now. So by
yeah,
you saying the song is good like that, I'm gonna make sure he see this. Like, see
yeah,
what I told
yeah,
you? I told you to do it this way, and you got a cosign from a DJ that don't know you from a hole in the wall. Didn't even know your name, just knew that she heard it on my page, and she said that it's tough right there. So I'm glad you put that in the documented. So I'm gonna definitely send him the link. Like, yo, watch this.
yeah. And because I pick hits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the song, like I was saying to you, my intro was another song.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the beginning of the song off of there and made my intro. Um, it, it was called it's fresh out of the freezer, fresh cause I was G'd up, fresh out of the deeper freezer cause I'm deeper than any voice on speaker. I can't hear y'all haters. You gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down. Y'all need to speed up. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
it was another song, and if you hear the rest of the song in its original format, I had fell in love with the song the first time I heard it. I was like, yo, this shit is a hit, yo.
Nice,
And
nice.
and and every time, believe it or not, somebody come to the stage or come to the studio and they hear the intro, you always hear somebody, you always, because I'm watching them in the background. I always watch them heads start nodding. Like, yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
some people like other things of their music more than other things. When
Yeah.
this be a hit over here. Like, no, this the hit right here.
Right. Right.
Like, I know you trying to push this right here, but this right here is the hit right here.
Yep.
You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, no,
Yep.
push this first, and then this and this and this. Like I've always had the with my artists. What I do is I line up their album for them so that
Mm-hmm.
it'll flow smooth. But I'm only able to line up their album for them like that because I'm able to line up the music like that in DJing. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I tell
Yeah.
everybody what's good to have in the studio, which is not just a producer but a DJ. And the
Mm-hmm.
reason why it's good to have a DJ in the studio with you is because the DJ gonna show you how to pull that out, stop that, slow that down, grab that, put that back in right there. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the
Yep.
dynamicism of a DJ.
100%.
They're gonna hype that joint right on up, like right on the spot, hype it up. And so, these are tips that I always give most artists. Like because when you're dealing with just producers is used to listen to a certain sound. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like a producer has a certain sound because this is what they do all day, all day, all day. So
Mm-hmm.
you got to have somebody else who do something different than a producer.
Right. Put different ears on.
Yeah. And in combination, what happens is that you create the most dynamic song ever.
Yeah.
Like JT's project. The it didn't get the love that it should have got. It got some love though, but it didn't, like the way I heard the way that girl put that song. I was like, she had a DJ and a producer in there with her,
Okay.
cause she had that baby. I wanna do all up. You get what I'm saying? She
Oh
had
yeah.
that
Okay.
Joe.
Okay.
Remember,
Okay.
and then it jumped right in. Boom, 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 boom,
Got
boom,
you.
boom, boom. Yeah, I was like, ooh. I was like, I don't know
But
who
you
produced
need
this.
those different ears.
Yeah, you gotta have it, because the DJ brings something different to the table. The producer is there to smooth it out, but the DJ brings something totally different to the table.
Yeah.
And so I always recommend that everybody, when you're producing a song, make sure you have a producer in there and somebody who know how to DJ because they're gonna hype that music up. And right now, S Rock, what's happening is that's what's taking place out here right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear the change in the music and how things are moving, the music is changing. You understand? Like,
Yeah.
and this is New York's time right now to get back on because the music is turning back around to our style right now.
Yeah.
You feel
It
me?
really is.
And everybody is spinning back around to the New York sound right now, no matter where they from.
Because in New York you had to have something to say.
Yeah,
It wasn't just what it sounded like. It was, what are you saying?
yeah,
And we can go on and on about with that. That's a whole nother interview topic type of thing. But you know what I mean when you have to have you be in New York, you could
absolutely.
perform for people and they sitting there staring at you with the dead face, and you sitting there like, they wasn't feeling me. No, in New York, if they not bopping, they just looking at you. They paying attention to what you saying.
Yeah,
They don't care what it
absolutely.
sound like. They want to hear what you're saying. And
And
that's one of the things that people think is tough about New York. Like, no, if they're not bopping in New York, that's usually a good thing.
yeah,
Because in New York, if they don't like it, they walking away anyway.
yeah. After I tell people that all the time. After about the 24th beat, like for me being a A&R, after about the 8 beat, after I hear the first 8 beats, if it don't catch me after the first 8 beats, the first 16, I'm gonna probably walk away. I'm a skip.
Yep.
I was framed to take music in. You get what I'm saying? After the
Hmm.
first 8 to 16, if it ain't catching me from the first 8 to 16, or if it ain't fall in between the first to 8 16, I'm gonna probably skip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want no 24 introduction and shit. I wanted to come on. I wanted to boom boom bat boom 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 boom. You get what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
because that's where the sonicness of it is. That's where the sound of it is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Within them first 8 to 16 is where you gonna catch everybody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like don't make it too long. Like I was in the studio one time with one dude I was working with, and like it was like 36 seconds before the song dropped. I was like, what the fuck is this? You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what you doing? Like this.
Yeah.
So I let him go ahead and do all that he was doing, and he thought he was fly too, and all this other shit. So at the end, he puffing his collar up at me because this is his first time meeting me as, in studio wise. So
Yeah.
he puffing up at me and stuff, and I said, he said, well, what you think? Because I was telling you about girl shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So he jumped at me, and I was there eating French fries and doing all kind of fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? I was intentionally not paying him no mind. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? While paying him mind, but he didn't realize it. You get me? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there eating French fries, doing all kinds of sucker shit. So now he puff his chest at me. Well, what you think? I said, well, what I think is you can take like 16 off the front of that, right? Automatically take 16 off the front of that for real. Like, and
Yeah, you
then you
better
need
get
to
it.
drop that down, and you need to do this. And while he's trying to figure out who I am, the is hearing what I'm saying, and he doing exactly what I'm telling him to do.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because when a producer and a person who know music know a person that know music, we gonna recognize each other.
Right. Game recognized game.
Yeah. So the producer is doing exactly what I'm telling him to do automatically. I said, now try that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And when he ran that joint back, he was like, "Woo!" I was like, "Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like you never know who you're dealing with. So stop dealing with people all cocky and crazy like that, because you never know who's who. You
Right.
feel me? So, but
Mm-hmm.
S Rock, anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
No, I think we done said everything that we can say, but definitely check out that website. Check us out February 15th. And if you can't check us out February 15th, March 22nd, we have a give back show where we donate proceeds to Sarcoma Foundation of America to help that fight. So that's for a good cause. So if we can't make it out February 15th, check us out March 22nd in Queens at Sanger Hall. All the information is on rockviewent.com. So tap in there and be sure to follow me on anything, whether it's Rockview ENT, Titan the Rap, Gamble with the Titan. You see all the work that I'm doing. Catch up with it.
All right, I so thank you, brother, for coming through. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll catch up in the passing, and you know what I'm saying.
Oh no, we tapped in now. You don't interview me. I done spoke to you, so now we tapped in. Like
Yeah, we'll catch up in the
we
passing.
don't had a conversation now. We good.
So, and if there's anything that I can do in the process, like I always say, y'all let me know and just holler out, okay?
All right, appreciate you.
All right, I appreciate you. Peace and blessings.
All right, you have a good one.
See y'all. See y'all. Y'all don't know about me. Y'all don't know about me. I try to tell y'all I be bringing the best of them to the building. I don't mess with no slouch people. I keep trying to tell y'all I don't be messing with no slouches. So, that was S Rock from Titans of Rap. Y'all go check him out. And definitely the artist that we were talking about in the song, because the song is fly as hell. I really wish that I could play it on here without getting flagged, but I know I cannot. But y'all go check it out, because y'all gonna understand what I'm saying. I just got an ear for this thing, and y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do.
Fresh out of the freezer. Fresh, guess I was squeezed up. Fresh out of the deeper freezer, cause I'm deeper than any voice on speakers. I can't hear y'all haters, you gotta speak up. I don't need to slow down, I need to